My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name is Kai. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you enjoy this stream. Today we're doing something completely different than what I usually do on the channel. But you know what? 2026 is here, and there's this guy online, Chance Wilkins, and he is the biggest lolcow on earth, and it's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. And I've been watching people mess with this guy over the last year, and you know what? It's 2026 and it's time for Kai to throw in his hat into the race. Okay, we're going to start covering Chance. It's This guy is an absolute nightmare. First of all, he's a self-admitted and constantly trying to reoffend PDF file. He thinks he's the most famous person in the world. He thinks he's the most influential person in the world. Thinks he has. You know what, guys? We're just gonna get into it. To the new audience, if there's a new audience, if anybody finds these videos, I hope that you enjoy. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun year. Let's get right into it. I found this video. Big shout out to Goblin Records. They're kind of like the re-uploading channel for this guy. It's definitely not advised to watch any of this guy's content on his own stuff because it gives him views and it gives him watch time and it gives him stuff like that. So it's better to check out the re-uploads. But guys, just today there was something uh he's gonna tell, I guess, his story, his life story, and I'm just gonna be here to point out all of the inconsistencies with his story and just laugh at him because the guy's he's a ridiculous liar. Let's just get into it, guys. I hope you enjoy. My name's Kai. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna be trolling this guy for a while. I hope that I hope that you enjoy. Oh, and by the way, Chance, I you can see my face, you wiener schnitzel. All right, let's begin.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Chance? What's up, everybody?
My name is Chance, but most people know me under the name of Cyraxx.
Most people know he's a predator. That's why I'm covering you. Yeah.
And today I'm here to tell my story.
This is gonna be something. God, hurry the hell up.
The story of how I went through 6 years of fucking hell.
He just stares at the camera. 6 years of hell. God. 6 years? He looks like he's been living beside Chernobyl since the accident.
And at the very end was left to die.
To die. By the way, guys, I know the end of this story, and he was never left to die. It's just so ridiculous, so dramatic. Let's begin.
Survived. You see, my story starts a mere 6 years ago. Well, 7 years ago now. When a guy named Music Biz Marty hired somebody by the name of Mass Troll Mafia, who is a well-known drug addict.
Well, that's not very nice.
And it's not very much liked on the internet, by the internet community at all.
What the hell does that even mean? Chance always talks about, like, the internet community, right? Most of the world is on the internet. So what's he talking about?
She's had several felonies, lost her kids several times due to drug addiction, abusive relationships, and she's also been arrested multiple times.
He's thinking of a lot.
For extorting her children.
Extorting her own children.
Marty hired this woman.
So what Chance likes to do is he likes to make the person that's bullying him, he likes to make them sound as bad as possible. So when you find out the horrific things that he's been doing, it doesn't seem as bad in comparison.
To do an illegal entrapment sting on me by having her approach me as an adult and then pretending to be a minor. The photo that she sent me was of her 15-year-old fucking daughter.
So, right away, in his explanation about how he's not like a predator, he gives himself away, right? Because he says, "Oh, this girl approached me and she said that she was 15." Like that's on her, you know what I mean? She approached me, she said she was 15. Why are you talking to somebody who approaches you and says that they're 15, Chance? It's not paused. He's just staring.
And let me tell you right now, ever since that shit happened, my life was turned upside down for the
Yeah, because
worst.
you got caught. So if you don't know, if you're a fan of my channel and you're not too sure about Chance, you don't know him yet. Um, what he's talking about is people are constantly catfishing him, and they're constantly catfishing him with like people that claim to be underage to prove that he's a predator, right? So this is what happened. They talked to him. They said that they were underage, and he went for it, right? And he's mad about it. He's mad about it. That's what happened here.
People began calling my phone, blowing my phone up to where I had to cut my phone off.
Oh
People
my God,
began
Chance.
harassing me after finding my Facebook, sending messages to me, my family.
Oh my God. If anybody's wondering what's this on the top of his head here, it's bedbug bites, bedbug scabs. He used to have a bedbug jug up here.
Several years later, a guy named Tips TV blackmailed me and they call myself I'm not one.
Okay, so Chance is a self-admitted PDF, right? He's a self-admitted PDF. He was on this phone call with this Tibbs TV guy. I don't know much about Tibbs TV. He was on the phone with them, and he admitted to being a PDF, right? He's claiming that Tibbs TV was going to blackmail him unless he said that he was a PDF, right? So there's a couple of things that are really wrong here because being called a PDF is got to be the worst thing ever, right? Worse than a murderer, worse than anything like that. So it's kind of a high bar to set. Usually when blackmail is done, it's done because what they have on you, let's say they want money, right? The money is less valuable than the information getting out. I can't imagine. It's Chance, stop. I'm pressing unpause and he just stays there paused for like 34 more seconds.
And that then got spread all over the internet. But in between those two time frames, let me explain something to you.
Oh,
The hell that I dealt with was nothing
you
short of
deserve it.
terrifying.
You deserve it.
Being shot at through my bedroom window,
He was never shot at through his bedroom window. It was a rat trap that went off and startled him.
being swatted to the point to where the police almost shot me
That did happen,
because I
but
had
they
my hand in
never
my
almost
pocket.
shot him. God, he just
Police laughing at me.
Police should laugh at you, Chance. He sits there and he's coming up with his lies on the spot. You know what I mean? Or he's trying to remember his lies. And the funny thing is, you would think that you would have um, you know, your story straight. You'd think you'd something like that. But no, he just sits there and figures it out as he goes.
Like it was some sort of fucking joke.
deserve to be laughed at, Chance.
Leaving my family to fend for our fucking selves after we called them over 130 fucking different times. Begging for fucking help.
Never happened. They were called 130 times, but it wasn't usually by them. It was by other people reporting the nonsense that Chance gets up to on the internet.
Me getting so depressed that I ended up in the hospital 3 different times.
Oh no. When? You're online 24/7.
And at one point, I had even 2 different times.
No, you didn't.
In front of these trolls that I've dealt with on their own live
Took a pen
streams.
that he stuck up his butt and
As a result of what they had put me and my family through.
You find something there, Chance? What's going on?
Fast forward to when Marty died.
R.I.P.
When Marty died, William Gloryhole took over. Stole all my music, all my videos I've ever made. Got me shut down from every social media platform he could.
You should be banned from everything, Chance. I want to let you know, to my current audience, but who might not know about this guy, the names that you're gonna hear, like the usernames from all of the main trolls in this guy's life, are the funniest names ever. And he says them with such conviction, you know?
To keep me from making money. To keep me from earning an honest fucking living.
God.
And then
God, Chance. I gotta put this
and
on,
then a year and 2 months ago, I ended up with somebody who I thought that I would spend the rest of by the name of Kira Grief. Somebody I'd known for 13 plus years. Turned out he drove her from me.
So Kira was an ex-girlfriend of Chance's, who Chance only seemed to care about because of her kid, which is super creepy.
Got her to date a troll that ended her up in prison, where she currently resides.
Chance loves to dox people.
But nothing could prepare me for what happened over these last few months. Because see, a lot of people don't know this, but in October,
he started by... Look at the face. Look at that. It's a face only Sally could love. He started by telling a 6-year-long story, and he told one event that happened at the start, and then he jumped ahead 6 years.
by the name of Cassandra, reached out to me.
So
by text now.
He had a girlfriend arc.
After hearing what I went through, me and her talked on and off.
We're going to get into that later.
And it started out, normal at first.
It didn't start off normal, Chance.
We would text once in a while, and then that texting became more and more frequent to where we were texting every day, all day long. And then eventually we ended up calling. And that continued on all day long. And then we finally said, you know what? Why don't we just add each other on Facebook? And so we did.
This guy's as old as I am. He looks like...
And from there, me and her FaceTimed every day, all day long. Fell asleep on call together every night. We became inseparable.
I very much doubt this. They never met each other.
And then eventually...
She lived like down the road from him.
We found that we wanted to be together.
Miles away. Didn't even bother to go see her.
And so we ended up together. And from that point on, I felt like nothing could stop me. I had everything I could ever want. I had an amazing girlfriend.
This is all
my career was just starting to get back on the right track.
Very recent.
And I was doing good. I was starting to get back to my normal self. Ew. I was starting to upload more. I was starting to get my confidence back.
God,
We had
Chance, hurry the
spent,
hell up and
well,
speak.
she had spent Christmas with her family, Thanksgiving with her family, stuff like that. And then we decided a few days ago that we were going to have our own little Christmas.
God, Christmas with the Wilkins. Can you imagine?
And she had told me that there was a package that was going to be a little bit late, which I already knew that there was a package coming.
People send him stuff non-stop.
I had already known about it, and so it ended up getting
and it's
here.
always a troll. Or something that bricks his Xbox. What are you doing, Chance? What's going on? What the hell was
And
that?
I opened it up, and I'm not going to lie, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a brand new wheel rig to help me get going even further in my career.
In my career,
Because as a lot of you
he's
guys
never
know,
made any money off of YouTube.
I do a lot of
He thinks
competitive.
he has a career on YouTube. Even though he's never made a penny, this is his job. Okay? God, he's also a professional race car driver.
Racing.
He's never won a race in his life, even a game.
But I mostly
Sims.
specialize in doing rally stage racing and drift events. So I started practicing again. I started practicing beforehand. And then she wanted to see me
He's got something chunky
do
in
even
his
better.
hair.
So she surprised me with that. Little did I know that was all that I didn't see through.
This is like the third or fourth time that he's received something in the mail, plugged it into his Xbox, and it broke the Xbox. It happens every 3 months.
Because see, the day after, we had talked about celebrating New Year's together. She was going to come down here, and we were going to celebrate New Year's. And I was excited, man. Because all these months of talking to her, and we were finally going to get to see each other. Something that we had both wanted to do for so long.
It's been a couple weeks, Chance.
And so that day finally came. And let me tell you, honestly, I could barely sleep the night before. I was so freaking excited. I was hyped up. I was ready to go. I had my bags packed up. I was excited, man. I was ready. Because all these months of being with this, just the most amazing person that has helped me out in so many different ways through life. I was finally going to get to, hold her like we wanted. I was finally going to get to see her and,
oh, God.
Just be with her.
Chance. He definitely has rickets and lice. The video is sped up, by the way. And
I ended up getting ready that morning. And then somebody who I thought was a friend hooked me up with an Uber and got me out there to the mall.
Charlie, what's up?
Where I was supposed to meet her.
What's going on, buddy?
When I got there, my phone was almost dead.
You might not
like
this guy.
I hurried up and I got to a kiosk and I plugged my phone in thanks to one of the people that was lending me a charger there.
He went to meet his girlfriend at the mall, is what happened. He's a 35-year-old man, and he's talking about going to meet his girlfriend at the mall like it was this deadly trench through Vietnam. Just absolutely ridiculous.
I didn't see her there.
This guy's named Chance Wilkins. He's an awful person, Charlie.
So I started to get concerned. So I messaged my friends on Facebook to see what was going on. And I figured, all right, maybe she's a little bit late. Maybe she got, stuck, wherever. So I go to call my friends.
So funny.
That I've known for pretty much my entire life. Friends that I know I can call for anything if something's going on. And these are people that I actually know in real life, that I've grown up with, that I know personally.
Flip side, what's up, buddy?
So I called them up.
Oh, look at the scabs.
They started doing some digging. And come to find out that the worst thing that can happen
God, he
was
looks like a
unfolding right in front of me. Because see, what people don't realize, or didn't realize at that time, that there was something darker going on behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, this internet troll by the name of John had been harassing Cassandra,
This is not true.
sending people to her house.
So what happened? What happened with this guy is they set up this date for him to go meet his girlfriend. The trolls, right? The troll community. They set up this date for him, and then when he was waiting for her, they sent her a video of her being kidnapped. Remember, this guy is an awful person, and he deserves
And just
everything that
doing all
comes
the
to
worst
him.
shit that you could do to somebody.
Also, it was so obvious that it's not real, but he just got it.
Well, little did I know that he had something to do
Stop
with
bashing.
that day, or so I thought. Because in that moment when I did not know what was really going on, when I looked at the video footage that I was shown, it showed that the love of my life, Cassandra, had been kidnapped by one of John's people. I started freaking out. I started getting scared and worried. So I started looking around the mall for security, for police,
and you can just imagine him running around the mall looking
for anybody
his
that I could to try to help.
God, it's funny.
Because I knew that we had to find her. She was missing. I was told that she was there when all of it happened. So I started asking security to start pulling up footage if they
Can you
could,
imagine this
and
little goblin running up to you
unfortunately they couldn't do it.
and saying, "My
So
girlfriend's been kidnapped by John."
After about an hour of trying to find her,
hole.
I decided I needed to get back home. Little did I know
God, hurry up, Chance.
that was just the beginning of my nightmares. You see, I searched around the mall to try to find somebody that could bring me back home.
You imagine this guy just coming up to you in Akron, Ohio, and being like, "Hey, can I get a ride home? I promise I won't leave any of my head scabs in your car." This guy's 35 years old and he doesn't know how to get home from the mall. Every time I unpause it, he just stares into the abyss.
And nobody in the mall could do that.
Yeah.
So I left the mall
Chance.
looking for answers. And thank God there was a police officer right across the street. I go down the hill to get across the street to talk to the police officer. And bear in mind, this was a steep, steep hill. It was about maybe like that right there.
That's quite the
it was almost that.
That's quite
that
the face you got there, Chance.
Right there. It was almost like a great incline. I go down the hill. My phone flies out of my pocket.
This guy is so dramatic.
I lose my phone. Somewhere in the deep, broken.
The deep, broken.
And something happened.
If anybody finds that phone, they better turn it to the police because it's got.
As I was sliding down this huge hill, and it was a good several feet.
He says several feet because he's only 4'7".
It was at least a couple hundred a couple 100 feet down. As I'm sliding, for just the briefest of minutes, I blacked out.
For 3 minutes, I blacked out.
And it wasn't like, oh, I blacked out and like passed out. No, it was like one of those things where it's like, like, what the fuck? Kind of things. Like, you black out for just a brief second. But in that brief second, something happened for what felt like at least 5 minutes.
Now it's 5 minutes. Chance, come on.
And it was gone. As I'm sliding in pain, going down this hill.
I'm in pain.
And just the worst pain you could think of, from being hit by rocks and all kinds of shit, going down, to being freezing cold, feeling like I'm basically like...
The people online showed the hill that he would have went down, and it's not steep at all, and it's very small. It's not a big deal at all. It would be like walking into a ditch. That's how big it was.
This is it. I'm about to slide down this hill, and I'm about to die. This is it for me.
Guys, I'm gonna slide down this slight incline and die.
In that moment, I heard Todd telling me that your story's not over. Your story has just begun.
Oh, story. Your story has just begun over here, buddy.
And that your time of victory is fast approaching.
He thinks he's gonna take out the troll community.
And when I came back to, I was leaned back against the snow, reclined back as if you would in a recliner like this. I get up, I brush the snow off my pants, off my body. And so I get up, I see this officer that had just seen what happened was running over to me. So I got up, I walked over to him. He asked me if I was okay. I told him, yeah, I think I'm okay. Like, I'm not injured or anything.
I thought you were
we checked my, I lifted my shirt up, checked my legs, everything was good. I had no injuries. He asked me my name. I told him my name, handed him my ID. And this officer,
this person has an ID,
did something amazing.
It's a burden to the state.
This officer unknowingly put me in the path of two people that I will never forget for the rest of my life. This officer,
he started off
when I was telling him what was going on, he couldn't believe it.
By wanting to
until I showed him the videos on YouTube and everything that had happened. And he knew, he was like, we need to get you home, buddy.
Of how he's
like, we need to get you home. And you need to find your girl, and we need to get you home so you can find her.
One time where he got
and so this officer gave me $5 to get me
young adult. There was
to the bus station. What he did was he gave me $5 and got me to a bus stop where a bus finally came.
Self-admitted to being a predator.
I want to tell you, on that bus ride to the bus station, little did I know that that's where I'll meet the two angels that saved my life that day.
That happened yesterday.
Because one of them let me use, one of these two people noticed me on the bus.
These people are made up.
Going back to the bus station. Little did I know that these two people were the two people that would save my life. Because these two people, whose names I will not mention.
He was already on the bus, on his way home.
Saved my life. They had seen what happened and came looking for me.
By telling this inspiring
because they saw what William and them were doing and they knew it was wrong, so they decided to come looking for me to try to help. And I didn't know that. And so this woman and her husband, they approached me wondering if I was the same person. They asked me, they're like, hey, are you are you Cyraxx?
He thinks he's the
You know, are you
he
Chance? And I
thinks
was like,
he's the
yeah, that's me.
he thinks he's so
And they
famous
introduced
that
themselves and they're
people are
like,
gonna
we're here to take
recognize
you
him
home.
on the bus.
They said, we saw what
As
happened.
drowsy is, if
What
what
these
he
evil
says
people did to you was
happened,
wrong.
he would truly be. That's true. That's true. He's 4'7". He weighs about 10 pounds.
And, you
I
know, so
bet
we
you he
started
weighs
talking on the way
80
home.
pounds.
You know, we started
Oh,
talking on
less
the way
than
to the
that.
bus station. And these two people were two of the most amazing people that I could ever meet in my entire life.
Everybody
Like,
that
those
he
two
talks
people, they
to
saved my
is
life.
the most amazing person that he's ever met in his life. A couple months ago, they were trolling him, and they were saying that they were Nintendo, and he said, "Well, you know what? I actually know Doug Bowser, and he's one of the nicest persons I've ever met in my life." Every time he talks about fake people, they're always the nicest people that he ever met in his life.
The guy's
God.
wife allowed me to,
The
you know,
video is
use one of their
sped up and
phones
it still takes him forever
so
to
I could call my
talk.
friends and let them know that I was on my way home.
I'm going to show
Well,
you
on the
guys a
way home,
video from this mall encounter, by the way. It's hilarious. It's
unfortunately, the
so
phone didn't work
funny.
because, unfortunately, their phone died, sadly enough. But we sat there and we talked, you know, told them about everything that had gone on, what had happened.
Is that me? That's me before I got sober.
Well, the husband took something out of his pocket and said, hey, I got a gift for
It
you.
was me before I got sober.
He's like, I don't know why,
I've
but
got
I feel
better
like you're
teeth
meant to
sober.
have this. I don't know why, but something's telling me to give this to you. And so the man reached into his pocket and pulled this out.
He's already worn this on stream before. He's already worn this on stream before. And wait until you hear the story that he's come up with for this. And keep in mind, these are just random people that walked up to him and said, "Oh, are you Cyraxx?" There's not a chance in hell any of this happened.
And gave it to me. He said, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm meant to give this to you and to be yours.
I'm
And so
supposed
he
to
gave
give
it to
this
me.
to you. A spirit told me so.
And I thanked him. I get to the bus station and they helped me to get onto the number 8.
In a previous stream, he claimed that this token here, he claimed that this token here was a family heirloom that was given down,
And
like
so the man
passed
reached into his
through the
pocket and
generations of
pulled
a
this
family
out
member. It looks brand new.
and gave
It
it
looks
to
like
me.
he bought it when he
He
was
said,
at
I
the
don't know.
mall.
In the freezing cold weather.
And that they gave
Hold
it
on,
to
no,
him.
1 second. Hang on. All right. All right.
Ed's yelling at him.
Hold on, no, 1 second.
God. Don't you believe in divine intervention? Not for Cyraxx. I haven't watched this yet. I don't know. Okay, he's back. Sometimes you hear
Sorry,
ridiculous
but
stuff
everyone had
going
to
on in
take
the
care of something real
background.
quickly.
Look at his posture.
But
He walks around like
like I
Mr.
was saying,
Burns.
when I got home, I collapsed on the floor in tears.
So dramatic, Chance.
And I passed out for a couple minutes.
I passed out. It's the second time he's blacked out today, guys. Watch out.
And when I came to, my mom asked me why I was crying, what's going on. And I told her what had happened.
By the way,
We
he
needed
left
to
his
find
house. Again, he hasn't left his attic in like 7 years, other than to like go to court for assaulting someone. So when he left the house, his grandmother called the police and said that he was missing like an hour later.
help. Because I thought something was going on that I did not know was a setup.
I watched some of this a few years ago. This just
So I
happened.
immediately got up out of the bed.
It's constantly
And I
happening with
came rushing
Chance.
upstairs. I told Mom, I was like, I need to call my friends. I need to find out what's going on. And so I ended up calling them and talking to them, letting them know that I made it home safe. But
Chance does not have friends.
that's when I found out the ugly truth. That has since then changed me and how I do things now, forever. I had called up my friends, and my little sister answered. And she told me, she's like, hey, bro, are you okay? Are you good? I was like, yeah, why? She was like, okay, because you need to sit down for this one.
God, the
And
face.
so I told her, I was like, all right, let me go grab
Anytime
a cup
he
of
has his
coffee
eyes closed, if you follow Cyraxx,
so I can,
you know
warm
that
up
anytime he has his eyes closed, he's
even
lying.
more. And then,
Anytime.
we can talk. So I did that. I ran downstairs, I grabbed a cup of coffee,
Especially
and
when
I came
he goes
back
on
up.
a long story, just
And
with
so I
his
sat
eyes
down.
closed like this. Gotta tell
She
you,
told me
Chance,
something that
bad juju.
I didn't want to believe.
Good.
And that is the fact that this woman that I was supposed to marry, the woman that I was supposed to marry at the end of this year,
proposal video too.
was in on the entire thing and was a troll.
Obviously, she was
Her
a troll.
kidnapping was faked. It was all staged with her and John and everybody else.
Say the other names.
Needless to say, I didn't want to believe it at first.
The other names in this community are ridiculous.
I kept on making every excuse in the book.
Oh, he's picking his ass.
Coming up with different scenarios as to what could be going on. Not wanting to believe that she was.
God.
Like, I didn't want to believe that she was a troll. And after about an hour of talking with her, I had finally come to the realization that she was telling the truth.
She was telling the truth.
That Cassandra was a troll. Turned out that Cassandra was paid by John P, my girlfriend, and to eventually lure me out
a message right now
to the mall
and send him 14,
where I was supposed to be kidnapped and or killed.
Send me your goblin pictures. He would.
And let me tell you, when I saw the evidence, my stomach dropped. I literally got sick to my stomach because here was this woman that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with.
Not a chance.
The woman that I had just proposed to a couple days.
He will propose to you immediately. Immediately, he will propose to you. If you've been dating for 2 days, on the 3rd day, he will propose to you. It's kind of his thing. This guy has been engaged more times than most people have been in intimate relationships.
Prior. And was prepared to start a life with.
Never married, though. Prepared to start a life with. He has zero income. He has zero prospects. He refuses to get a job or even try to get a job. He's got this whole thing going on. How would you start a life with anybody, Chance? Are you going to move them into your bedbug infested room? What's going on here?
With them. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, hearing. The screenshots, the photos, the videos. I didn't want to believe it.
Everything that these people troll Chance with,
and I kept coming up with every excuse in my head as to maybe this is AI.
It's obvious that
maybe she's being forced to do this.
Right?
Then I later found out that she was paid.
That are for example,
she was paid by John too.
They showed pictures of Chance's family members' gravestones smashed up, right? But right in the corner of the photo was like a watermark for the AI tool. I think it was Sora or whatever, right? It was right there, right? So, and then they'll send it to him and he'll freak out. He won't look at the photo and be like, oh, there's the watermark of an AI company, you know? So anything that they present to him, and I'll show you guys the kidnapping and stuff. It's so obvious that it's not real, but he takes everything so seriously.
Lure me out to try to kill me.
He doesn't know what he's saying because he hasn't thought of it yet. He's making up his story as it goes. Everything could have killed him. Everything was
And let me
like,
tell you, when I found that out, my whole world shattered.
my whole world shattered. Oh, God.
I sat there beside myself in total disbelief,
Goblins aren't allowed to
just
have
baffled
nice things or make a living.
at the fact that this person I was supposed to be with was really with them the entire time.
Yeah, obviously, Chance. This is your life. Being trolled by people because you refuse to get off
And
the
let me tell you,
internet.
that whole night,
Chance Wilkins thinks that if he hits 1,000 subscribers, right? He thinks that he will start making like a living off of YouTube, right? Just immediately, just like that, just having 1,000 subscribers
I was sick to my
will
stomach.
he'll make a living off of YouTube, and it's just not going to happen ever for this
That
guy.
whole night
It
I
doesn't
spent,
happen ever for
which was
most
last night,
people.
I
You
spent
know,
most of the night
making a living,
sick to my
making some
stomach,
side money is a lot different than making a
throwing
living,
up,
you know, being able to
trying to
support
come
a
to terms with
family
what
on that.
I had just happened, what I had just seen and what had happened.
Thinks he's a rock star, though.
I
See all
tell
those
this story
instruments in the background? These? He doesn't know how to play any of them. He knows how to play
of what
with
I've been
them.
through. Because I wanted to serve as a stark reminder that whatever happens on the internet can affect your real life.
Yeah, no shit, Chance.
Trolling can affect your real life. So to the
Trolling
police
can
out there
affect.
that
Stop trolling me,
say,
guys.
oh, it's not real. Yes, it is.
This guy
To
deserves to
anyone
have
out there,
pies thrown at him. He's an absolute menace to society. And the only reason he's not rotting in a jail cell right now is because he's been caught in all of these like predator stings, right? Like basically like Chris Hansen, right? He's been Chris Hansen like 9 times. It just keeps happening over and over again. Recently it happened maybe 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. It happened. And it just keeps happening over and over and over again. And he keeps falling for it. He shouldn't be anywhere in society. But Ohio, because Ohio seems to be like a barren wasteland where the law doesn't exist, the policing doesn't care if like a private person does a sting on somebody because it's not admissible in court. It has to be done by the police themselves in Ohio. So even if they brought all of this evidence, which they have, to the police, they can't prosecute him for anything because the police haven't set it up. I'm astonished that the police haven't taken
isn't
all
real.
of
It's
these
just internet
reports
garbage. No,
because you got to remember this guy. Excuse me. This guy is the most trolled person on the internet. There are hundreds of calls to the police station probably a day for this guy. Maybe not that outrageous, but definitely a week, you know? So they're constantly getting tips like just right after this event happened, we're going to look at him raging out. Don't worry. We're going to look at him raging out. But um before this happened, he was threatening to murder people. You know what I mean? Like he's an absolute buffoon and he deserves to have
it
tomatoes and
can lead to
tar
real
thrown
life.
at him.
So to any police officer out there that thinks the internet shit does not affect real life, yes, it does, and it needs to be treated as such.
This guy
I
thinks that the police can go and arrest his trolls, right? Regardless of if his trolls are in other countries, regardless of anything, he thinks that his local police department, the Akron Police Department, mind you, Um, he thinks that that is um they are part of like a cabal with all of the other police departments all over the world that they can just go and find John and William Glory Hole and Mass Troll Mafia, all these people. He doesn't have any information about who they actually are. Um, except he just expects the police to be able to just go and arrest them. And also, Chance, trolling is not illegal.
Living proof of that.
By the way, you guys probably are going to see like a different side of me when I cover Cyraxx, because on my usual content, super positive about everything, I'm a loving guy, right? And I don't believe in bullying. However, I do believe in bullying PDF files, especially ones that are on the internet making a fool of themselves. So, those are people in society that every society, not just this society, but every society, um, we can all agree that they deserve absolutely no sympathy and no kind of they deserve to be bullied. If anything, that is the least of their
The internet
worries.
can affect the real world.
This guy would hit segregation day one. Oh, he also has pooed himself on stream like 4 or 5 times. So you never know when he does something like this.
Can
You
affect
never know if
the
he's
real world.
just unloaded in his pants. Thank you, Charles. Oh, this
It
guy's
really
so
can. Especially if those people are dedicated enough.
he's mad at the trolls. He refuses to get off the internet. The police have told him every time, like over 200
It truly
times,
can
to
affect the
get off
real
the
world.
internet. He refuses. He thinks he's gonna.
It can
He
affect
thinks this
someone's
is it for
life in
him.
a very real way on very real levels.
Chance, YouTube does not pay that much.
And it's not pretty.
YouTube money comes from your
It's
supporters,
scary.
and there's no way people are gonna be donating to this. This is he drinking Fago? God, could this guy be any
You
more
know, I look
tragic?
back at these moments
Whoop
and from
whoop.
everything that I've been through. Everything from being shot at a few years ago,
He was never
being on the edge of
shot at.
suicide, to what happened just a few days ago.
God, this guy could have played it.
Let me
He
tell
could
you,
have played. He could
it
have
was
played.
the
He's
worst
picking at
feeling in
his
the world,
ass again.
being left out there alone to die.
This guy could have been Pennywise. If he wasn't such a horrible human, he could probably use
And
his unique look
to everyone
to
that
his
did that shit,
advantage in like
to
work in horror
Cassandra,
movies or
John,
something.
Southern, William,
Um,
I just want to say
like
this.
there is a place
Do
for
you not
like
realize that
people
what
that
you
look
did
like
could
this
have
guy in society,
killed me?
but not when you're a
Or
PDF
was that your
and a
goal? To
predator.
kill me? Was that your fucking goal? Was to fucking kill me?
He thinks that by him getting sent to the mall, they were trying to kill him. By sending him to the mall.
Oh, congratulations, because it almost worked.
It did not
But you
almost
know what
work.
would have happened if I would have been killed? You guys would have been investigated, and it would have been all over the fucking news.
It wouldn't have.
Because I can tell
Could
you
have been
right
on the
now,
news.
I have a fan base out there that wouldn't have let this shit slide.
Chance, you don't
They
have
would
a
have
fan
stepped up and they would
base.
have
You
fucking
only
did
have
something.
people like me who
I can
watch your
promise you
stuff
that. They would
strictly
have stepped the
to
fuck up and they
to
would have done
make
something.
fun of
And
it.
then you guys would have been in even more trouble than what you're gonna be.
This guy is such a child. Like, first of all, he was in high school until he was 24 years old, and he never passed the first grade of high school. So he was a freshman for like 6 years in high school. Uh no, not 6 years, because that would he was in there for like 7 or 8 years. He was there for a long time. And we'll get into why he never graduated, obviously. But he has such a child mentality where it's like, I'm gonna get you in trouble. You know, it's not like I'm gonna come beat you up or something. It's like I'm gonna get you in trouble. I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna tell the news about you. I'm gonna tell my mom about you. I'm gonna tell Ed about
Because you wouldn't have
you.
just gone down for all the shit that you're going to be charged with here
And he
very
thinks that
soon.
he's so famous that like it
But
would
y'all
be
would have been
national
charged with
news
murder,
if he went missing.
attempted murder, premeditated murder.
Sending somebody to the mall is not attempted murder,
If I
Chance.
had died, you guys would have been charged with so much more.
No, they're not going to be charged at all.
So you better be fucking thankful that I'm alive.
What?
Because if I wasn't, you guys would be charged with so much more than what you are going to be charged with here in the next few months.
What does that even
Or
mean,
possibly
Chance?
even weeks.
You don't even know who they are.
And to Cassandra,
Oh, God.
all I want to know is why. Why did you do
He
it?
paid her to do it.
When I was open and honest
And
with
it's
you when we
fun
were
to
together,
troll you,
I didn't
Chance.
hide anything from you. I was honest with you. I told you everything. I was upfront and honest with you about everything.
Oh, God.
I loved you for you and who you were. I gave you every inch of my time and then some. I gave you every part of me. I spent every waking moment with you. I was there for you when you were upset at night, bawling your eyes out after being attacked. When those men showed up to your house to harass you, I was the first one there.
The men didn't show up. It was a troll, Chance.
I was the first one there to comfort you. To tell you that everything was going to be all right.
You never met her in real life, Chance.
When you had a stressful day at work, I was the one there comforting you, telling you, hey, it's okay. We all have hard days.
Well, your whole life is a hard day, Chance.
When you were terrified of these people, I was the one sitting there comforting you. When you thought that I left you, I was there to reassure you that I hadn't gone anywhere and that I loved you. I was honest with you 100% of the time. So what I don't understand is why be dishonest with me when I was honest with you. I don't understand. Like, I fail to understand what you gained out of it.
It's funny.
What did you gain from trying to lure me out to have me killed?
Comedy.
What did you gain from that?
It was hilarious.
What was there to gain?
It was one of the best arcs that we've had in a while.
What was it? Money? Clout?
Yeah.
What was it?
It's funny.
What did you gain from doing what you did? What did you gain from that?
It was funny.
What did you get from that?
God, he hasn't showered in a long time. Look at how greasy his hair is. It's so greasy, it looks like it's wet. But I promise you it's not. I promise
All I
you
got
it's
to say,
not wet.
Cassandra, is this.
You can tell it's not
You
wet
owe me
because
some
the top
fucking
of his hair
answers.
is frizzy.
You seriously owe me some goddamn answers as to why you did what you did.
It was a troll, Chance.
Just trust me when I say, Cassandra, you don't want me reaching out to your family.
Where is this dude at today? This was
Because if I have to
filmed
reach out to your family to get
today.
answers, they're probably going to disown you.
This is either
when they
filmed
find out the truth.
today or it was filmed yesterday. This is what he's at right now. This was filmed on... This was just filmed.
I just don't understand why, Cassandra. I really don't.
This was filmed today.
All these months of being with you.
So this was
having your back, being there for you,
he hasn't
comforting
been
you,
stopped
being honest and faithful and loyal to you.
Years. And he's never
and
done
then what do you do
to improve his life.
You not only turn around and rip my heart out of my chest and fucking just stomp on it and stab it.
God.
And throw me away like I don't matter.
This is what
you literally sat there and helped these trolls try to kill me.
Fans in America. All your tax
and I just want to know why.
Sally and Ed.
I want to understand why you did what you did. That's all I want. I just want to understand why. What was the reason?
Do drugs, by the way.
What made you want to do this?
However, there is evidence to believe that his grandmother will drug him every once in a while so she can get a good night's sleep.
Cassandra, as it stands right now, because of your
Yeah,
involvement,
this
you're looking
just
at
happened,
serious fucking
Flipside.
prison
This
time.
was the
And I don't just mean jail, no, I mean
catalyst that
prison.
made me want to start covering this guy on the channel.
You're looking at serious fucking prison time for this
It's
shit.
ridiculous.
For your
And it's
involvement in what
getting
they
to such a
did.
great point. Like, they faked this kidnapping. I'll show you guys the kidnapping thing, and I'll show you his reaction to it. It's so fucking funny.
All I got to say, Cassandra, is this.
But he believes these
I
things.
hope that you're happy with the choice you made. I hope you got what you wanted.
This is a guy who's plugged a kill stick 4 times into his consoles. I think
Because what you did
there's
almost
3
cost me my
broken
life.
Xboxes, 2 broken computers, and a broken Wii. All because he got a USB stick from someone and
you know
kept plugging
what's
it
even
into
sadder,
his phone
Cassandra?
over and over and over again. He's a
My
moron.
family loved you.
He is
Your
insane.
mom loved me. My mom loved you as a daughter.
No chance. They never even
My
met
brothers
each
and
other.
sisters, my extended family, they all saw you as one of their own.
That makes no sense. You were dating for a couple weeks. God, you suck. The video is sped up. I just gotta keep reminding you guys that. This is just how he makes videos.
And yet you tried to kill me.
He leaves like 30-second pauses in between
And that's what
everything
hurts the
he
worst.
says.
What hurts the worst even more than that, though, is the fact that you lied to me about loving me.
Oh my God, Chance. This has
The
been
fact that you
happening for
lied
years.
about not
Why
working with the
Why do you
trolls.
fall for it every time?
I was open and honest with you the whole time. But yeah, you couldn't even be open and honest with me.
Looks like I'm arguing with
And
him.
I don't understand why.
It's because
I
he's
don't
a
understand
troll.
why you couldn't just be fucking honest with me.
Because they were trolling you, Chance.
I don't understand.
That's the joke.
I really and truly do not fucking understand why you couldn't just be fucking honest with me.
It's the joke.
I don't
because
get
if
it.
Like,
why couldn't you just be fucking honest with me and tell me the truth?
Because
why couldn't you just tell me that you were working with them? Maybe I could have fucking helped you out. Maybe I could have gotten you out of that situation.
Working with them, there's this group.
Maybe I could have.
There's this group of 3 bigger YouTubers, right? And they really mess with this guy, right? And it's a lot of fun. It's a it's a lot of fun to watch them in their antics. You know what I mean? It's really fun to just watch them in their antics. But Chance here thinks that they're gonna go to jail.
Gotten you the help that you needed if you had just told me what was going on.
You know, they've never done anything to harm him. As I said, they've sent him a kill
But instead of
stick.
telling me what was really going on,
They sent him like kill sticks that he has to voluntarily plug in to his devices. And even one of them that was delivered to him was labeled kill stick. It was labeled kill stick, and he still decides to plug these things in. He's so dumb. And again, I don't believe in bullying, or as he would like to call it, bullying. But
you decided to hide it and run.
It. Anybody who is a predator to kids and stuff deserves absolute ridicule.
And Cassandra,
look at those! Look at that! Look at those bug bites! Give us that view again, Chance.
And Cassandra,
I need that. I need a screenshot of that. Oh man! Look at those bites!
And Cassandra,
look at that! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 active bug bites on his head. Oh, 25, 26, 27, 28. Good God. This guy's had sex before. Somebody
I can't sit here and say that I'm not mad. I can't say that I'm not mad about what happened.
Stream. I'll show you what inspired this stream.
but I can say this that
I'll show
I
you
might not be able to
exactly what
forget about what
this
happened,
guy getting.
and
So
I never
basically, the trolls uh convinced him that his girlfriend got kidnapped at the mall. So he ran to the mall to look and to find her, and he was freaking out, asking random people to drive him home, and like asking random kiosks if he can charge his phone there, looking like an absolute insane person. I'll show you guys.
will, but I
Once
can
this
forgive.
happened, I was like, you know what? I need to start covering this guy.
I can forgive you.
I can forgive you.
I
See,
just hope
look,
and pray that you take all this as a lesson.
Chance thinks that he's going to forgive her and then they're going to start dating again. She was only dating you as a troll, Chance. She doesn't care about you or like you. She's probably on the same side as us because you're a predator.
That you can end up in prison
No, Flip, those aren't moles. Those are bedbug bites and bedbug scabs.
for
Those are
shit like
not
this.
moles. Those are bedbug residue.
So, Cassandra, I hope and pray that from now on, you find better friends than what William and John and Southern are.
He had to go to the hospital one time because he was cranking it so much and he had bugs inside of his noodle and it got all infected and he had to go to the hospital. That's a true story.
Do I
Bugs
want
in
to
the
leave you
noodle.
behind? No, but how do I know I can trust you?
He
How
also
do I
has a
know that you're not
tail,
working with them? How do I
which
know that
is a
you're not going
true
to stab me in
thing.
the
It
fucking
is
back
true. This
again?
guy's an absolute this guy, I like to call him a T series. He's a T43. That's
I just
what
hope
I
and pray
like
that
to
you learn
call
your
him.
lesson
He's like a Resident Evil character, and
and that you
in
never do this
their
again.
local area,
Because right
him and his grandmother and his grandmother's boyfriend, they're all labeled as 43s, which is like a code in I guess Ohio, um, for mentally unstable people. So I like to call him
now,
a
Cassandra, you are looking at a lot of time in
T43
prison.
type tyrant. You
I
know,
just hope and pray that one
I think
day
that fits perfectly for him.
you look back on this and realize where you went wrong. And I hope that you realize
Greasy
that
is.
anything you do on the internet can have a real world impact.
This guy is the same
But
age
it's
as
up to
I
you on whether
am.
you choose to do good or evil.
It reminds me of that sketch
Me,
from The Simpsons where
I choose
Hans
good.
Moleman is at the Alcoholics
And
Anonymous,
I hope that
and he
one day
says,
down the
"I'm
line,
only 31
you
years
learn from your
old."
mistakes. This has been Chance, aka Cyraxx. And I hope that this story helps you guys. Oh,
All you
yes.
have to do is
Peace.
shower. Yeah, but it blows my mind that these type of people don't. Well, you know what? I've been very depressed before, so I'm very aware of I'm very aware of um being depressed and not bathing and stuff like that. However, it's to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're checking out Goblin Records. Goblin Records is a channel that re-uploads all of Chance's stuff. So I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the video he thought, um, where he thought that Cassandra was kidnapped, and he freaks out about it because it's so funny. Um, upset about the video game. Oh yeah, recently a video game was made about Chance, and he's not happy about it. Um, okay, so what would I search for this? Videos, yesterday's event, conspiracy delusions. It's got to be here somewhere. Let me look it up here. Chance. Let me see if that video is here. Um, that didn't work. Um, maybe it's on John's channel. Maybe it's on John's channel. Shout out to John John. Shout out to all the Rax tubers. Uh, Antimatter Morty, Moth, Swampy D. Care about you guys. Okay, let's so this is John John. He's one of the main trolls for Chance. Let me show you guys his reaction. Is this it? No, that's not it. Uh Here we are. So this is Chance's reaction to finding out that Cassandra. Oh, is the video here? Okay, this is his reaction.
Okay, you got to be nice to me.
Where is she? Where is she, John? What did you do with her, you piece of shit? Where is she?
This is what Chance is like most of the time. This is what he's like most of the time. Not calm, cool, and collective, but like this.
Where is my wife? Where is she, John? Tell me where she is!
She's in the closet.
What closet?
What closet is wild. For him to say what closet is absolutely hilarious.
Where?
Closet.
Where?
Miami. Idiot. Duh.
I'm coming after you, bitch, and I'm killing you. I'm
killing you. So that's what Chance is like. That's what Chance is like for the most part. He's just an absolutely insane person. He's just an absolutely insane person. Let's see what we got here. Here's a short one. This one's called Security. This was right before New Year's. Let's hear what Chance has to say.
John Southern
Oh my God,
Williams.
is he wearing the same shirt?
Stop.
Is it? Wait a minute.
Right
Hold
the
on a
fuck now.
second. This is like a blue. This is like a blue thing. Is he wearing the same shirt here? Oh no, he's not. He's wearing a Rick and Morty shirt. Way to bastardize the franchise. All right, let's see what Chance has to say.
John Southern William, stop right the fuck now. I know what you guys are planning, and let me tell you, I have security. Keep an eye on Cassandra.
He's got security
24/7, 365.
365, guys.
And
This
the
guy
people that
doesn't
I
have a
know
cent to his name. He doesn't even have a bank account, but he's got a security detail.
that are keeping an eye on her are very dangerous people. But they are legally armed, just as am I.
Chase has his own security team, so y'all better watch out.
As you can see,
lives in prison.
this is non-lethal. It's rounded
federal
off.
crimes.
It's perfectly legal for conceal and carry. And
Watch out,
make no
guys,
mistake.
He's got a guitar
And make no
jack.
mistake. Make no mistake, John and William and Southern. If you guys try
He's got a
anything
guitar jack. What's going on, Paige?
to go after Cassandra, I will know.
Piglin.
I will know right away.
Chance, you have nothing. No, this is right before.
The people I
things
know
got
are
picked up.
very,
The
very
security detail did not do well.
high tier, high profile people.
High tier,
And see,
high profile
I know who they
people.
are, but you don't. And these are people that I personally
Why
have
does he
known
do that? Why
for
does
years.
he talk and then stare at the camera like he doesn't know what it is? He'll talk to the camera and then, oh, okay, and then he'll continue talking and then just.
And
Why
years.
does he do that?
So trust when I say,
Chase.
John, William, and Southern,
Chase.
I will know every move you make throughout the night. Anytime you do anything, I will know. So there ain't shit that you can do anymore. It's over for you.
It's never over, Chance.
Yes, I
It'll
am
never be
legally
over.
armed. My people are legally armed. Quickly, You
The
think
people are
that
legally armed
I'm
with
bad?
guitar jacks, you guys.
What I'm doing is being generous. The guys that I know, they ain't gonna be so generous.
Uh-oh. Watch out, guys.
They ain't
Chance
gonna
knows
be as
guys.
nice. Hand back over what is rightfully mine. I'm not playing these games no more.
Chance, I have so many things to say to you that I've dedicated a couple days of the week to trolling you myself because of how ridiculous you are, okay? Stop it. A plea for help. Is that microphone plugged in? Probably not. Probably not, Chance. He's gonna tell a
Hello,
bunch
everyone.
of lies right now.
My name is Chance Wilkins.
He keeps coming on and making the same video over and over and over again, telling the same nonsense about I was trolled and like this young girl that was underage. She approached me first, and then I sent her pictures of my goblin, and then it turns out that it was a sting. You know, every time.
I am 34 years old,
You look like you're
and I am the
easily
victim
60.
of online domestic terrorism.
Oh my lord.
My story is not one for the faint of
I
heart.
think Chase is reading the chat to see if any messages are supportive instead of oh man. If this video gets struck for anything, I know it'll be
My story is one of traumatic
I
experiences
know it'll be him.
and being
Hey,
put
what's
through
up,
pure
buddy?
fucking hell.
What's up, buddy? This content is a little different from my normal content, but I couldn't hold myself enough. I have to start following this guy and getting the word out about this guy because the more people that know about this
The worst
guy,
hell that you could
the
ever
better,
imagine.
because the more trolling, the better. Because anytime that people are anytime remember guys, anytime that this guy is dealing with trolls and dealing with like people like myself and 80 Man or like all of the big Rax tubers and stuff like that, the longer that he's dealing with people like us, the less time he has to deal with kids, right? So it's only positive to troll him. And I really wouldn't say that about any other group of people on Earth. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe in bullying, but if we're gonna look at this guy who's a multiple caught
My
and
story starts
self-admitted
8 years
PDF,
ago
and he still has a platform, we're gonna make fun of him.
when a man named Music
And the
Biz Marty
legal
decided to
sting,
target me.
of course, so the legal sting. I'm surprised they're not in federal
And at
prison.
one point, he had even made a pass at me when I was dating somebody at the time.
Oh no! So Chance thinks he's so gullible that Music Biz Marty, R.I.P., R.I.P. to the king. Um, he thinks that this whole trolling thing started not because he's like an awful person, right? But by the way, he strangled his grandmother and went to jail for it, strangling his grandmother. So not only is he a PDF, but he also is an elderly abuser, you know? So throw all the tomatoes we can, right? Um, the guy's an absolute lunatic. The guy's an absolute lunatic. What did he do to kids? He sends them pictures of his goblin. He sends them like immediately he sends them pictures of his goblin. And most of the time they're stings, but there has been times where it wasn't stings. Um and most of the time it stings, but it's the intention, right? It's like saying that the people that are uh on Hansen versus Predator, that it's not their fault because they were tricked, right? It's like, no, the fact that you fell for the trick is the problem, right? But
And I
Chase
am the
doesn't believe in
victim
that. Chase. I like to call him
of
Patrick, to be
online.
honest with you, because this guy was adopted by his grandmother and renamed to Chance. And I have absolutely no respect for this guy. Um, so it's hard for me to even call him Chance, right? His birth name is Patrick. So going forward after this stream, I'll probably just call him Patrick because I think even just by calling him Chance, you're giving him too nice of a treatment, because at that point, you might as well ask him what his pronouns are.
On domestic terrorism.
He thinks people trolling him is domestic terrorism.
My story is not one for the faint of heart.
Yeah, obviously, because you're a horrible human. Chance, what are you doing?
My story is
checking
one of
his
traumatic experience.
He's looking at his chat, and everybody in his chat is calling him a PDF.
And being put through pure fucking hell. The worst hell that you could ever imagine.
He's making things up as he goes. That's why he can't just tell his story. Could you imagine interrogating somebody and asking them, hey, where were you last night at 6 p.m.? Most people would say, well, last night at 6 p.m. I was at work. But Chance would say, well, last night, it makes you look obviously guilty, Chance. Hurry the hell up.
My story starts 8 years ago.
Now it's 8 years ago. He doesn't know time.
When a man named Music Biz Marty decided to target me. And at one point he had even made a pass at me when I was dating somebody at the time.
He thinks that this event, this he made a pass at me event, is the catalyst to why he's being trolled, like, in general, right? He knows in his heart that he's being trolled because he's a PDF, right? But he doesn't want to accept that because that's something that's wrong with him that, he can't change, right? I mean, it makes him feel like, for example, he wants people to make fun of how he looks, right? He wants to be able to say, they make fun of me because I look differently. And as a lot of the other commentary channels have said, it doesn't matter what you look like, Chance. We make fun of you because of all of the horrible things that you do, right? The fact that you look funny as well is just icing on the cake, right? But you could look like a very handsome person and you'd still get trolled because you're a horrible person.
And to get back at me for turning him down when he made a pass at me, he decided.
And by the way, this pass at me was like the way that one of your friend, he has had girlfriends. He has had girlfriends, which is insane. Keep in mind, they live in Ohio. No hate against my Ohio friends. I know Tommy lives in Ohio. Um, no, he does not attract very top tier women. You know what I mean? His most successful relationship, he actually had somebody move in, but she abandoned her kids to do it, because at the time, Cyraxx told her that he was like had a record deal coming up, and she didn't do any investigating on who he was or anything like that. She abandoned her kids to go live with them, and yeah, it's ridiculous. But yes, this guy here has had sex. That is insane.
Do something very wrong, very violent, very cruel and evil. This man decided to hire another very much hated troll on the internet, whose real name is Kate,
that are calling him a PDF.
who goes by the name of Mass Troll Mafia.
So
he hired her to do an illegal on me, without cops involved, without anything.
An illegal sting. He's mad that the cops weren't involved, guys, because it was unethical, right? What he was doing was predatory, but what they were doing was unethical. So, it's much worse, right?
Not because he thought that I was a bad guy. No. He did it to isolate me from my friends and my family, so that he could have free reign to do whatever he wanted to me, and nobody would bat a single eye at him doing anything.
So, Chance thinks, I don't think he really thinks this, but the story that he's come up with is that Marty made a pass at him, right? He made like a sexual joke at him, or whatever. Cyraxx rejected him, and because of this, Marty was so angry that he dedicated his life to exposing that he was a predator, all in order to isolate him from his family, so he could have full reign on what goes on in his life. That is an insane thing, even for you to say, Chase.
Needless to say, that shit carried on with him personally until earlier this year when he passed away from a fentanyl overdose. But as soon as he died, one of his right-hand men, William Glory Hole,
trying to make it sound like the people that do these things are worse than him. But I got news for you, Chance. Drug addicts, all right, this might blow your mind, and a lot of people might not agree with me, but drug addicts are not bad people. They have bad habits, okay? Calling somebody on dying of fentanyl does not mean that they were a bad person, Chance.
which is what he goes under on YouTube, decided to take up the mantle. And I've had dealings with this guy before over the last 6 years. Which is what he goes under on YouTube, decided to take up. But as soon as he died, one of his right-hand men, William Glory Hole,
William Glory Hole. Big shout out to William Glory Hole. Chance doesn't know what a glory hole is. So he's been saying this name, William Glory Hole, William Glory Hole. He's been telling the police, please, you have to help me. William Glory Hole keeps attacking me online for years. And he doesn't know what a glory hole is, which is wild because he's a predator.
which is what he goes under on YouTube, decided to take up the mantle.
That's wild. He doesn't know that.
And I've had dealings with this guy before over the last 6 years.
William was Chase's brother. So he doesn't get the fact that they're trolling him by using his brother's name, and his brother was gay. So they call him William Glory Hole. He doesn't get it at all.
But nothing got as bad as it was until this year. And it started in February of this year, when he tricked my ex, Kira, who is now serving 5 to 10 years in state prison up in New Jersey, into dating a troll.
Every single person that he has to talk shit about, he has to make sure that that oh, they're in jail. Oh, they're all vitches. They're all vitches, you guys.
Who then recorded her secretly, along with him, having each other. And then that man then took those videos, gave them to William Glory Hole, who then sold them on the internet for profit.
This never happened, Chance.
And not only has...
Do you know how hard it is to sell a sex tape these days? Do you know what the internet is used for, Chance? What the hell are you talking about?
William done that. He has also promoted this shit on his YouTube channel at the very beginning of this year.
This did not happen.
And not only has he done...
From my knowledge, I've been following Chance for about a year now. And from my knowledge, there was not a time where... I could be wrong on this, but again, what William Glory Hole and what John and what all of like the main trolls do, who troll Chance, right? They're not doing anything like illegal, right? They're not sending him death threats. They're not sending him poison. They're not sending him, like, they're trolling him, right? They're not doing illegal things. Now, some people in the community, like recently, somebody went to his house and spray painted pedo on his driveway. right? That's not something that the trolls that he's talking about did, right? That's something that, like, just a random follower, just like myself, who thinks that Chance is a weirdo and deserves to get pies thrown at him. Somebody like that decided, hey, I'm going to go do this, right? But he thinks that he's going to put all these people away in jail for years. Like,
That.
oh God, he's an idiot.
This man has also stolen my music, which I have many recordings of him admitting this, to stealing my music, my YouTube content, everything from me. Why? Because this man, his ultimate goal...
Girls, there was a time about 6 months ago where they were trolling him and telling him that he was getting a sex change operation and that he was going to be trans. And, like, he was pissed off about this. Like, what a moron.
Is to see me homeless.
Guys, I'm not going to be trans, okay?
See, this man wants me to be homeless, so him and his friends...
They're not going to make me trans. I told them. God, he's stupid. God, you suck, Chance.
And the worst part of it all, no amount of police, FBI, or detectives, or any branch of law enforcement is helping my family out.
Yeah, Chance, because you keep telling them William Gloryhole keeps attacking me online and calling me a PDF, even though it was an illegal entrapment.
Any lawyer that my family talks to says that my case is so complex that I would need multiple lawyers, which my family cannot afford. You see, I sat down with one of my dearest and closest friends, who I've known since 3rd grade. He's like my little brother. I love this man to death. I would kill for this guy.
This guy does not have friends. All of these people that he's talking about is Sally, his grandmother. He always talks about, yo, man, my ride or die, my day one. Anybody with the right mind would not talk to this guy a moment after school is finished, let alone continue to be friends with them years after. Also, Chance was in grade 9 for 8 years.
He's one of my closest friends ever. Me and him sat down and we did some research. And I'm losing out on over $1,000 a month because of William Gloryhole and his little friends.
I would love to know
I'm losing out
that Chance would come up with to deter. Look at that. Look at that. I would love to know the math that Chance comes up with to figure out that he's losing $1,000 a month from William Gloryhole.
On $1.1 million a year.
Chance, let me rewind that just so I hear the full thing of what he just said. He better not have just said he's missing out on $1,000 a month and $1.1 million a year.
And I'm losing out on over $1,000 a month because of William Gloryhole and his little friends. I'm losing out on $1.1 million a year.
Oh my God, Chance. $1,000 a month times 12 is $12,000. Where did you come up with $1 million from that? Yeah, if I save $1 every day, 7 days, on the 8th day, I'll have $1 billion. That's how it works. That's how it works. You know what, guys? I have got the bug now that I have to brush my teeth, because looking at this guy with his teeth, it's making me subconsciously become self-conscious of my own teeth. So I need to go brush my teeth real quick because this guy's creeping me out. I'll be right back.
Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
きれいな空気体には細長が気持ちいいんです日立のビッグフローウェルネス
It's here. Batman, the video game. From Sunsoft. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Let the battle begin.
Where'd you get your hands on Konami's new video game? Starring me, that Ray Jun Cage, Bayou Billy. For the first time ever, Konami combines hand-to-hand combat with driving, shooting, and of course zapping. In one swamp, stomping adventure.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy for Nintendo.
It all starts when I get out this here swamp. You really give me riled now.
Bigfoot. Feast on the national craze of monster trucks with wheels and suspensions big enough to literally drive over rows of cars and uncharted terrain. It's crunchin', munchin', crash and bash, off-road action that's guaranteed to be one of the most exciting video games ever.
Cabal, the fiercest terror force of all. Think you can wipe out the world's toughest terrorists? Fools! They've got thugs, choppers, jet fighters. Go it alone or get help. But if you fail, you'll end up like me. Cabal, for your Nintendo.
If you can keep on top of these California games, you'll know you're incredible. 6 great fun-in-the-sun games for your Nintendo. Roller skating, foot bag, totally awesome skateboarding. BMX racing, so exciting. Oh, it's like the real deal. Master all 6. You'll be like king of the beach. California games for your Nintendo.
Hello and welcome to the Caveman Games. Let's go down to the mate toss. Grub spinning his mate. Thrower! Nice bounce, Crudla. Sounds like it's time for clubbing. There's the finger fake. Yes! Sucker! Now for the dino ball. Eat him! Eat him! No post-game interview there.
Caveman Games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You get bitten, you get eaten.
Crystallis, new from SNK. For play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you up to the challenge?
Double Dragon 2, The Revenge for your Nintendo.
All right, I'm back. All right, Chance, feed me. Feed me your nonsense, Chance.
Because of this man. Because of this man, I have no record label anymore.
You have no record
My
label
music
ever. First of all these things are your fault, Chance. Your inability to grow up, your lack of any kind of skill, even for the things that you love. You claim to be a musician. You've had nothing but time. Nothing but time. If you cared about music the way that you say that you do, Chance, you would be a really good musician by now. You've had 7 years in the attic of doing nothing but complaining about William Glory Hole. 7 years. You know this, Chance? I'll give you a little bit of advice. If you practice something for 15 minutes a day, every day for a year, you'll become better than 90% of the world at what you do. So practice, you fucking idiot.
stolen. Every video I make gets stolen. Regular job, forget about it. They won't let me get a regular job.
This is what he says. They won't let me get a regular job. The trolls won't let me, which is somewhat true, right? Because Chance has a proclivity to announce everything that he does, right? You guys watch my channel, right? You guys know me on a very personal level. I'm very open with what I do. I'm very open with my vlogging. You guys see a lot of my daily life. You know, I live stream every day. You don't know what the name of the place I work at is, and there's a good reason for that, you know? God Chance would come onto the stream immediately and be like, I just got hired at Burger King and I have my first shift tomorrow at 10 a.m. To 4 p.m. You know, he would say this immediately. This is a guy who gives out his grandmother's phone number on live streams because he thinks that there's a lawyer in his chat watching his live streams that wants to help him. So he'll actively dox himself to, he's just so stupid.
These people are so vile and so vicious and so evil that anybody...
By the way, here's another fact about Chance, because this is my first stream showing this goblin off. He steals his grandmother's underpants. Yeah, let that sink in. What are you doing with your grandma's underpants, Chance?
Who tries to help me intimidate them with fear. When, if you take a look at my very first original Facebook, that's under the name Chance Wilkins, with a picture of Naruto and Hinata. If you go into those photos and you...
This guy's also a huge anime fan, by the way. Oh, no. No, I don't want to generalize like that. Anime is such a widely consumed thing that you can't really say, like, anime fans, right? But he does believe that he has ninjutsus, and he made a... We'll watch it. We'll watch it. We have a lot to go over with this guy. I'm going to be following him until I go to Japan. He does some airbending.
Look, you will see a very different person that was leading and living a normal life compared to now. I don't get outside. I have no friends here in Akron anymore because all my friends turned away from me.
Yeah, because you're a predator.
All my friends abandoned me and left.
They should have. It was a good idea to do that, Chance.
Legal aid is non-existent here. My family can't afford a lawyer.
It has to be very existent in Akron, Ohio.
That we would need to put a stop to this. My mental and physical health is terrible.
That's your own fault.
For the last 6 years, I have been physically sick on and off.
Everybody has been physically sick on and off over the last 6 years, Chance. God. Over the last 6 years, I got the cold twice and the flu once. What a jackass.
Stress. I've ended up in the hospital 3 different times.
Not true.
Due to the shit that I've been through.
The only time he went to the hospital that I'm aware of, he didn't even go to visit his dying brother in the hospital. But the only time that I know that he did go to the hospital confirmed was when his little goblin got infected from bug bites and overstimulants.
I have had on my life. I have been physically beaten to the point where I almost died.
That's kind of true, but...
My family's had bricks thrown through the windshield of my mom's car just a few years ago.
Well, guess what, Chance? And your mom is a pedophile enabler, okay? So she deserves everything that she gets, too.
These people terrorize my family, follow my family around in real life. You know, everybody says to just ignore it and it'll go away. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that's not the real truth.
Get off the internet, Chance. You just need to get off the internet. God.
The real truth is they won't go away without help. And believe me, I want and need the help. My family wants and needs the help.
You don't want the help.
Every day.
You don't want the help. You're saying you want the help, but you don't want the help. This is all you have. This is all you have, Chance. William Gloryhole and John and Southern Harlot are your best friends. Okay?
I spend countless hours trying to find a way to make all this stop, to make all of this end, so I can live a normal life again like I used to.
You never lived.
These people say I have
strangled your grandmother when you were like 22. You raped a blind kid. We'll get to that in the future. It's ridiculous.
I have no talent, but I actually do. Because of these people, I don't get the chance to make a living, to make an honest living doing what I truly enjoy with my life.
Chance,
which is my music, my artwork, my video stuff, my gameplay footage, the stuff I enjoy. I don't get to have my own clothing brand because of these people. I don't get to own my own record label because of these people. I don't get to release my music for those that want to hear my music.
Nobody wants to hear it.
I don't get to live a normal life. Well, all my friends that are on Facebook, which don't get me wrong, I love and appreciate every single one of you.
You don't have any friends.
Well, my friends that are out here living their normal lives, going out, going to concerts, having drinks with their friends, celebrating life. I am stuck here every day fighting for my life, trying to figure out a way that I can stop all this shit.
God, he's so dramatic.
See, people on the internet always see one side of me, which is the angry rage side.
Yeah, because you're a hateful person.
And as a person, that's not who I am.
He has a proclivity to get everything that he's saying written by AI, but he has a really hard time reading. So it's pretty obvious when he's reading something off his computer.
Who I ever wanted to be. I am not an angry person.
You're a hateful person. You're full of hate. You're a hate goblin.
I don't like being angry. I don't like being upset.
You love it.
I like helping people, inspiring people to be the best that they can be every day of the week.
The only thing
I enjoy making people smile and laugh and having a good time and enjoying life with my friends and those around me. I enjoy inspiring people and connecting with real fucking people through my music and through my content. That's what I enjoy.
Nobody has once been inspired by your content. You want to know something funny? Chance here inspired me to get a job. So, you guys know I've been working now since October. And before, I was living just off of what I made on YouTube and the little bit of money I got from the government, right? That's what I was living off of. And I was watching Chance, right? And I realized that I myself was doing nothing but live streaming. Now, keep in mind, I was not being targeted and like harassed, right? Like I was doing positive live streaming, having fun with my friends and stuff like that. But I realized that, you know what, even though I felt like Chance. I felt like Chance, minus the fucking being a predator and being a elderly abusing a horrible person, right? I felt like all I'm doing is sitting in my room online all the time, not making anything of my life, not going out and meeting new people. So it was the real catalyst for me to finally say, okay, I'm printing up resumes, I'm going out and looking for a job, because I was watching this guy and I was like, you know what? I do not want to fucking be like this guy.
I enjoy letting the world hear what I'm truly capable of doing.
Same thing.
But yet all that gets robbed away from me. Because these people want to see me, they want to see me dead in the streets.
Yes, Chance.
Because these people are sick in the head.
We're not
and I've done some thinking, and I know I'm not the first victim. I am just one of many.
Chance thinks that there is like this cabal of trolls that literally go out like murdering people. And he's next, right?
Victims that they've had over the past, I can't even tell you how many years.
There was this other lolcow, right? Her name's Tofia Chu. I don't know if you guys know much about lolcows, but we're diving into lolcows on this channel up until I go to Japan. I'm gonna test the waters, see how it goes. I have a lot of things to say about these people. This Tofia Chu lady, right? She was living in her car with her family, which is sad, right? I'm not saying like we're not going to talk about Tofia Chu as a person. I'm just going to mention that she was in a car with her family where somebody tried to carjack them, and then they started shooting into the car, and her brother was killed, and her mom was shot, right? Very sad, right? But Chance thinks that the cabal of trolls sent the person to do that, right? It's ridiculous. Battlefront time.
And these 8,000 plus people that are on Facebook that harass me are part of a group known as Kiwi Forums, who has pushed 3 people noted that have been documented to committing.
Big shout out to Goblin Records for uploading these and editing them for YouTube. Because without your edits, there's no way I could post this. This is a non-monetized stream. I'm not going to be monetizing these streams. I don't want to get in trouble on my channel monetizing something that definitely is not safe for monetization. So I appreciate this because hopefully it won't get privated or anything.
And 5 years ago today, I was almost one of them. 5 years ago today, I attempted my first time.
No, you didn't, Chance. No, you didn't. And you know what? I finally have a platform to be able to say this. I am, out of all of the things that this fucking guy has done, one of the biggest things that infuriates me the most about him, other than obviously him being a predator, is that he claims to have had attempts, right? It is so ridiculous because the only attempt that he's ever had, right, was he took up, it was basically like this. See this? This is a foam paintbrush, right? Foam paintbrush. He took a stylus, a pen stylus, that just hours before he shoved up his butt, right? He took a stylus and he put it up to his neck and he said on live stream, "Do you want me to do it, Marty? Do you want me to do it?" And then they're like, "Cyraxx, put the knife down." And he's like, "It's not a knife, it's my pen." And that's what he's talking about, right? And again, this is my very first stream doing this. I'll talk about this one time, and that'll be the very end of it. I have actually had attempts where I have been hospitalized, and I have been put on a Form 1, which is, I'm sure that you guys have it in the United States, but it's basically like it tells the doctor that you're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to leave the hospital until you've been fully evaluated by a psychiatrist so that they can make sure that you're not a danger to yourself or other people, right? I went through a time in my life before I got sober where I really, really could not believe that I would ever get sober, and I thought that it would never end, and I needed a way out, right? And I actually had these things happen to me, and luckily I survived them, and I'm very happy now. I'm over 4 years sober, and I'm doing great, right? Hearing Chance talk about his attempt, when his attempt was putting a pen that he had up his butt on his neck, infuriates me. So fuck you, Chance. Are you gonna game later tonight? Probably.
And then one other time, a few months later.
I have to finish that.
Because that's the point that they pushed me to. Because I thought that was the only way out. I thought that was the only option for me. Because I felt like that's all I had left. These people have taken everything from me. My life, my happiness, my humanity, my dignity. They have stripped me of everything.
You deserve it. See, he's reading off his computer. He's not even speaking.
Every day I sit here living in fear. Not knowing what to do. Wanting help so fucking bad to get my life back.
Here's another Chance fun fact. He once Googled, "Are rocks edible?" I'll leave you with that.
And it tears me apart. Because I've had to watch one of my friends who was very close to me die. Because of these people.
Didn't happen.
My best friend and little brother who was a moderator for me on one of my YouTube channels. Brendan, who many knew as Tommy Gun.
Oh my god, Chance.
His weed dealer
Another thing
who
that we
was
find out about
a
Chance
troll.
is that all of his friends are dead. Like he has an overwhelmingly disproportionate amount of friends who are just no longer here anymore because, they died. He has like so many people who come in contact with this guy just pass on. I better not pass on before this guy does.
They laced his weed with fentanyl.
Nobody on earth laces weed with fentanyl.
A couple hours later, his dad found him dead in his bedroom. Unresponsive. They pronounced him dead when he got to the hospital.
Salt's a rock? What do you mean by that?
I have lost out on 7+ years of my life because of these people. These people have tried to entrap me many, many times over.
They've tried
with
to
no
entrap
avail.
They have successfully trapped you. They haven't tried to entrap you. They have successfully trapped you over and over and over again because you don't have any object permanence like a tiny little baby.
Being successful. Tids TV, who is a psychopathic troll himself.
Chance, make it a little
blackmailed me into calling myself a fucking I am not one. And he blackmailed me by saying that if I did not call myself, that he was going to have my dad and his wife sue me for defamation of character and slander.
So there you go, guys. This guy thinks that getting sued for slander is worse than openly admitting that you're a PDF. What a moron.
At that point, I felt like I had no choice.
There are people who would be tortured. And
these people are not good people. They are terrorists. And they have been terrorizing my family since 2017. I'm 34 now. I'm about to be 35 in a couple weeks here on the 20th.
Oh, God.
And all I want, more than anything in this world, more than getting a brand new computer, or more than getting a brand new gaming system, both of which they have destroyed, is to get my life back.
You plugged the kill stick in yourself. It even was labeled kill stick. God.
To get my life back so I can lead a normal life that I know I can live.
Everybody's out to get him. Oh yeah, everybody's out to get Chance. He's the biggest victim in the world.
I was robbed of a normal life by these people.
Chance, you were robbed.
I was robbed of that. Eight years of my life robbed away from me because these people wanted to make me a target.
You deserve to be in a padded cell without the pads. Just a room. No window. Actually, a window that you can't see out of. That would be worse. He's trying to cry, but he doesn't know how to cry because he doesn't have any empathy or human emotions because he's a goblin.
You know all those videos that you guys see online of me?
They're all videos
of me raging out. It's not like I wanted to do those. Those videos were me raging out because I got fed up with being and pushed aside. I got fed up with being made a target. Being by 8,000 plus people on the internet daily.
So there's this group on Facebook. Now it has like 10,000 people in it. I'm definitely a member of it. There's this group on Facebook that's called Chance Wilkins is a Predator. It has like 10,000 people on it, and it's the funniest thing. You should check it out. Trying to cry.
Every day I live my life in fear, not knowing what's going to happen next.
You should. You deserve it. Crocodile tears, Chance. Crocodile tears.
Every day I get talked about. I get harassed. My family get...
That if you talk like this, that means that you're crying.
God, what a moron.
Feels like some dark
web. Gets harassed. My family gets threatened.
Dark web goblin. I agree.
My life slowly gets ripped away day by fucking day, every day of the week.
Dark web goblin.
And don't get me wrong, for those of you that have stood by my side like you, Caitlin, and my friends like Matt, CIA, Ethan, aka 045,
a video on
my brother Jacob, Jared.
It's very funny.
All y'all that are in my friends group on Facebook, I appreciate and I thank every single one of you guys for standing by me no matter what. I appreciate the living shit out of every single one of you. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for standing by me. Even when things seem grim, y'all stuck by me.
Nobody stands.
And I appreciate that more than anything in the world. I really do.
Ed hates you.
But right now, I need as much help as I can truly get. I need help shutting these people down because I don't know their names. I don't know their addresses.
I thought that they were all going to get federally...
I don't know anything about these people. But what I do know is one thing. I want my life back.
Your life?
Because if I was given the chance to get my life back, if I was given my life back and I was given a clear shot to do what I can do to make a living, I would take that chance so fucking seriously, and I would not let anyone down. I would be successful for myself, for my family, and for you guys that want to see me win, that want to see me do good in life.
We want to see the homeless arc, Chance.
Because I want to be successful for myself and for my family. I want to be able to have a house of my own and a car of my own. I want to be able to travel the world and have fun with everybody.
Chance, going to the mall...
And to not be looked at like I'm some sort of sick freak. I want to be able to go back to leading a normal fucking life so fucking goddamn bad.
He hasn't lived a normal life in his life.
But in order to do that, I need your guys' help. I need everybody's fucking help on this.
Oh god.
I can't fight this battle on my own anymore. I need fucking help, and bad.
It's not
I've been doing good for the last 3 months. You with ignoring them?
He's so gullible that anybody who sends him a message and says, "Hey, I'm a criminal lawyer that can prosecute these guys right away," he'll be like, "Oh, perfect. I knew that somebody would reach out to me." Like, he's so gullible that he's inviting these people. This is what he does. He invites people to help him. He gives them his information, and then they troll him. And then he gets mad at it, and then he makes another video about how he needs help.
And staying out of the way and keeping my head down, I've been doing good.
He's replying to the trolls right now.
But what made me say something and speak up was because these people did something so vile and so fucking disgusting.
Oh, what did they do, Chance? Did they steal your grandmother's underwear like you do?
These people decided that they were going to Photoshop photos of my grandpa and my uncle's graves, as well as my stepdad Ed's parents' graves.
We talked about this earlier.
And make it look like they destroyed them.
They didn't Photoshop it, Chance. They just used AI.
And at first I didn't know that was the case. At first I thought they really had destroyed my family members' graves and Ed's parents' graves.
Your grandfather was a pediatrician.
I really thought they did those things because I didn't know. But thankfully, my mom got a hold of my uncle. And my mom and stepdad went to check on his parents' graves, and all of them were okay.
I can just imagine the family members going to check.
These people have set off glass bombs in my yard.
Never happened.
Dropped jars of paint from drones on my house so it ruins our house.
That did happen. Which is
stole stuff off of our porch.
That could have been anyone.
Swatted my family more times than I can count. And at one point, they did it to where the police were fully armed. With rifles, shotguns, pistols, all ready to go at a moment's notice. These people could have killed me. And just a few years ago, I was standing right here where I'm at now, in this exact spot where I am now. And right there, through that window right here behind me.
You got sour blueberry moonshine? Oh my, that sounds really good. I have something called mac and cheese. I've been smoking that mac and cheese. Good stuff.
Through that window, right there behind me.
I have that ring light.
Right here, through that windowsill, I was shot at.
You were not
My
shot
bed
at,
was right
Chance.
there in that very spot.
A rat trap went off. It's all on video.
And had I been laying right there in that bed,
Then you would have had a rat trap wipe into your face or something.
when that bullet came through,
There's no bullet.
I would be dead right now.
You should be dead right now.
Anyone know what the police did when we reported to them what happened? And showed them everything?
Because you're a lunatic?
Gave them the evidence of the video footage, showed them the mattress and the windowsill. You know what they did?
They probably
didn't do anything.
There's no bullet.
They didn't take the bullet out of the mattress. They didn't do anything.
You're an idiot, Chance. You're a moron.
Last year, when my family was on our own property,
Just try to make things up.
and I was defending my home and my family.
Okay, so with this that he's talking about, there was a protester that showed up outside of his house on the street, right, in public, and he had like a sign that said like "Chance is a PDF" or something like that, right? And he's saying that he defended his property and all this. This guy was just standing on the street in front of his house with a sign, like holding it like that, right? And Chance bolts out of his house with a baseball bat and starts swinging it at him. That's what he calls defending his house from the obvious threat.
And I was defending my home and my family.
Not a chance.
I got arrested
You should have been.
because I swung a bat after we told them many times to leave.
He thinks that if he tells them to leave and they say no, he can attack them.
All this bad shit has happened to me and my family.
Good.
But yet nothing is being done to help us.
That's because you're crazy.
My family isn't rich. We're just barely getting by on bills. We can't afford a lawyer.
Can you afford a bar of soap, Chance?
We can't afford a private investigator to get names and addresses of these people.
Can you afford a toothbrush?
And like I said, I know I'm not their only victim. I'm just one of many. But I am the first to actually speak out against them.
No. That's
Because honestly, I'm tired of living in fear. I'm tired of living in darkness. I'm tired of not having a life. The life that I deserve. The life that I've worked my ass off so hard to build for myself. I deserve to have that.
You deserve to be in prison, Chance.
You know, these people have not only done all that stuff to my house and to my family, they also did something even worse.
Oh God, what did they do now?
They disguised
now
a Xbox JTAG. They disguised a killstick as an Xbox JTAG
Oh, that's
and bricked my Xbox, which is over $500. William Glory Hole posed as a Microsoft worker, broke into my Microsoft account and stole my Microsoft account for my Xbox.
You shouldn't be on Xbox.
And not only that, not only that,
Talk to kids on Xbox.
they also planted a virus in my computer and made it to where it will turn on, but I will not give power to either the motherboard or the graphics card, rendering my computer useless. They also wiped out and destroyed the drivers in my original old school computer that I personally bought.
You couldn't have bought a Chance. You've never made a penny in your life. Yeah,
All these evil, vile things that these people have done to me and my family and my friends, people I care about, people that I love, people that I would trust with my life, that I would I would put my life in the hands of you guys, my friends.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't put your life in the hands of others, Chance.
You know, these people have terrorized the people that I love, the people that I care about, as well as myself. And what's even worse is anybody tries to help, they go after them.
They should.
They go after their jobs, their families, their friends, terrorizing them brutally. And one of their most recent schemes that failed was they made it look like I was talking to a girl to where police had to come here and check my phone, check my Chromebooks, check all my electronics right here on the spot, finding nothing. But you know what the truth?
First of all, that didn't happen because that's quite the he looks like he's wearing a mask. Good God. That is unsettling. Chance, if the police got a hold of your phone or your laptop or anything like that, you'd be in prison. There's not a chance in hell that you don't have evidence of nonsense on your phone.
They did that report, they spread it around online. All to make me look worse, so they can continue to victimize me and harass me.
Worse than I already am.
So all those videos that you guys see online of me raging out, I was raging out for a reason. Because I got fed up with being harassed, being made to be dehumanized, desensitized, dignity wiped off the map.
Goblins aren't allowed to have things or make a living, Chance.
I have been dehumanized to such a level that I've never seen before, that I would not wish on my worst enemy.
He's like a...
What these people have done to me, I would never wish on any of them, on any given day. All the things I have said to them weren't because they were true. It's not because I believed them, no.
It's because he is always trying. You know what I mean? It's not like this sting, right, happened in like 2018, and ever since then he's like turned a new leaf and like done all these things. First of all, child people can't turn a new leaf, right? It's just part of who they are. But he keeps reoffending. He keeps reoffending over and over and over and over again, you know? And again, these people make it pretty damn obvious what he's getting himself into. You know what I mean? They tell him, hey, look, like one of his most famous quoted lines, right, is "Your turn, cutie," because one time he was texting with who he thought was like a 14-year-old, and he sent her a picture of his goblin stick, and then he said, your turn. And he said, oh, I'm 30, but I look like I'm 15 or something like that. Which this guy saying I look 15 is insane to say.
Everything I've ever said was out of frustration and out of pure fucking self-defense for myself and my family. Because the police, the law enforcement, police, FBI, detectives, the people that we're supposed to protect and serve, let my family suffer. They sat here and laughed at my family.
Your family is a bunch of jokes. Your grandmother reported you missing after 45 minutes of you being out of the house.
Watched as me and my family have suffered time and time and time again. Which is why I need somebody who can genuinely and truthfully help me put an end to this.
It'll never end, Chance.
Because I do need the help. I do.
Motivational pictures in high school that said like end bullying and stuff like that. Bullying is human instinct. It'll never end, Chance. You can't just put an end to the troll community and then you'll never be criticized online again. Are you crazy? Well, you are.
I want the help. But the only way it's going to happen is if somebody stands up and says enough is enough. Because I cannot fight this on my own anymore. I need you guys, my friends, my family.
You fix my life, everyone. You fix my life. Chance, do you realize that the most
some of the most beloved people on earth get trolled nonstop.
My fans, my supporters, I need your guys' help to help me stand up against this and put a stop to it. So I can get my life back. So I can do the things that you guys want me to do. Like release music, release some dope-ass merch.
Alright, I am going to watch one more video, and then I'm going to end it. It's called Anatomy of a Goblin. Where is it? This is just a bunch of goblin stuff. Where is it? Maybe I could put in Chance Wilkins. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So there's a what would I search to find that? There's a maybe medical? There's a breakdown of what this guy is. We might have to wait for another stream for that. Yep. Looks like it. All right, guys. Well, I had a really nice time with you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for watching. This is a new endeavor for me, so I hope you enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys soon. If you're into my gaming, I'll be back in about a half an hour, and we'll play some games. Guys, thank you for watching.